All right, so we did the research. I did the research, and okay, this is my day one research of autism. All right, I learned some things, and I want to say that my nephew Liam does not qualify for risperidone. I've taken it before for my paranoid schizophrenia. Uh, anyways, kind of makes me wonder if he hallucinates because he's mentally ill at such a young age. As a kid, he was born, mentally ill, or got mentally ill around when he was 6 or 7 years old, or 5 or 4. Basically, I was normal most of my life until I was about, 16 years old or 15, 16 years old. Yes, when I was 16 years old, I got diagnosed with depression. What does that mean? Well, he's got to take risperidone at a young age. Means that he's gonna have to be very strong if he is hallucinating or stuff like that. From what I've, you know, saw in a video, autism does not mean you hallucinate, or I did not pay that much attention to see if he hallucinates or not. Because I have scary hallucinations of, monsters. And sometimes I do right, like I think like, what the fuck you mean? Scary hallucinations of monsters. Well, one time when I lived in my other house, smaller house, I was having the weirdest trip in my mind, seeing the most scariest fucking monsters in my mind, but they were all cool with me. They're like, this dude just looks at us like we're normal or something. What the fuck? It's no- yeah. And I don't mean people or humans, I mean monsters. I was just look at them in my mind and like a dream I was having, and I also scared of being alone in my room. I went to go sleep with my mom's room. But while I was in my mom's room, I was having the most weirdest trip and dream of seeing monsters. And I do not mean humans or men or women or kids, or females, literally monsters. If you look at a horror movie and look at like It, the Clown, Jeepers Creepers, those types of monsters that I had never seen before in movies. Yes, um, I would just stare at them like I can't believe these monsters exist. So not only that, before I seen these monsters, full blown, powerful monsters that are horrifying, what scared me was the ring. And trust me, even though she's a small girl that sucks the souls out of people, you know, she was not cool with me, or she was, but scared the fucking shit out of me, bro. Like, whoa, I was spooked. So I get it. Horror's hard. You're gonna be scared, right? I was not used to seeing shit like that. I don't know what age I started watching horror movies, and it suddenly became in my mind horror monsters. But before that, when I was a kid, around 3 to 12 years old, I would watch basketball, football, all the time. Michael Jordan was 100,000. You know what I mean? Was like all I would watch, all I would think about was Michael Jordan. not in a gay way, but like he was the man, like he was. I gotta watch Michael Jordan play basketball. That was my main dream. I had a good childhood besides my dad being violent and my mom being mean. I got to watch basketball all the time. Michael Jordan was my favorite player. I remember when his cards came up on the TV when they were selling them. I just had to have them. I didn't get them, but I wanted them so bad that I asked my mom, and she just totally got pissed off. I said, "No way, I'm not buying you nothing." But it was cool, I still love my mom for at least buying me anything. I'm my loving son, I guess. I get to live in her house, so that's a good thing. Anyways, I done heard some stories about some bad moms, so that makes me very grateful about having my mom. Even though she cusses me out every time she sees me, she's totally mean. But yeah, Liam, let's see. This is day 1 or hour 2 of studying autism and why he cannot talk. They say risperidone might help him be more of a good behavior because he's very strong, so make him weaker, so he'll be in better behavior. He'll be good behavior. Yes, that sucks. That's why he's got to wait till he's 12 or 13, 14 years old. He might like it. There's benefits. But honestly, I need to push it to the point where they cure schizophrenia and start popping out all kinds of medicines for autism. Not schizophrenia, autism. I need to push it where they pull out, medicines for autism, new medicines for autism, focusing on autism problems. So where would I go first with this problem? Who would I talk to? The president, United States president, right? I need to find a doctor or something. This is hard. It's only been an hour or 2, so it's gonna take some time. Plus, I got more problems. I guess so. Yeah, I do. But I'm taking this head on, and I told everybody on YouTube, I'm telling everybody on YouTube that I need to tell them to focus on making new medications for autism, because risperidone is a very old medication that is for bipolar, schizophrenia, depression, even autism. They might try it on autism or are trying it on autism. Let me see. Autism. One that medication that can even cause him to talk. My mom, I'm not gonna talk about her. Their doctor thinks she's perfect. So her doctor is giving her the pass to not worry about any mental illnesses or health problems, kind of sort of in a way. She's got some sort of problems, but she's pretty much healthy from what I know. So me, yeah, I gotta talk about some things a lot because my knowledge is documented. The more documentation of myself I have, the more viewed as someone that should be important. Not only important, yes, honorable, sure, maybe, sure, honorable, sure, like respected. There's one big one. someone that is viewed as someone useful and valuable. Yes, that's what I like to be viewed as. The more that I document some things that I do when I'm on the camera, you know what I'm saying? When I'm on the camera and I'm on a mission, it's what I do, you know what I'm saying? Are you some sort of hero, Kevin? Yeah, I guess so. But heroes got names like the self-taught doctor, self-taught medical doctor, chemistry. Yes, at least I know what chemistry is, and at least I know what chemist is. Yes, they are very important because I am, how you say, medical doctor-ish, right? So that being said, I'd rather use medicine to cure a disease, even injury, than surgery. I think surgery is very harsh. But sometimes you have to get surgery. One time I broke my finger and I had to get it, popped back in. And also had to take medication, which is hydrocodone. And I kind of like taking hydrocodone. What's the problem? There was no problem besides the hydrocodone. It was so good that I thought I needed it. That I broke my finger again. That caused me to get more hydrocodone, but another broken finger. But why would you need hydrocodone? One, I feel super intelligent on hydrocodone. And that feeling is something I would love to feel all the time. So, super intelligent on hydrocodone. Yes, it made me decipher songs, feel euphoric. If that's all you're chasing, what's you feel euphoric? I mean, it made me decipher songs, lose weight, feel in a happy or content mood. There's so many benefits I was getting from hydrocodone. That's how to break one of my other fingers again. But I stopped breaking my other fingers again because, now I would not break or injure my fingers or my features because I like to look beautiful. Yes. So there's a lot of benefits from taking hydrocodone daily, you're saying. Exactly. That it becomes addictive, which is a bad word that you can say about hydrocodone. It becomes a necessity to take a little bit of hydrocodone, even a lot of hydrocodone daily for at least me, which, who are you that you would take hydrocodone? A human, I think opium is a beautiful, very powerful, strong, important, valuable, good plant that can help out humans forever. Opium, the opium plant. All right. See you.